Imagine this. You are in London. You need to get somewhere. A bus arrives. You get on. 30 minutes later, you are completely lost on the other side of the city.
That actually happened to me. And today I am going to tell you exactly what went wrong and how 3 simple English phrases could have saved me.
If you have ever felt nervous about using buses, trains, or taxis in English, this episode is going to change that. Forever.
Stay with us, because by the end of this episode, you will know exactly what to say, and you will never get lost again.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. How are you today? Today I am here with Emma, and today we are going to talk about using public transport in English.
Hello everyone. I am very happy to be here today. Let's start our conversation.
Emma, how are you doing today?
I am doing really well, thank you, Daniel. And you?
Wonderful, thank you. I am very excited about today's topic.
Me too. Public transport is something so many people use every single day.
Absolutely. Buses, trains, taxis, metros, transport is part of daily life everywhere in the world.
And knowing how to use public transport in English gives you so much confidence.
Exactly. Imagine visiting London, New York, or Sydney and knowing exactly what to say.
That feeling is incredible. You feel so free when you can navigate a new city in English.
Definitely. So today's episode is for anyone who wants that feeling of confidence.
Whether you are planning a trip or just want to be prepared, this episode is for you.
So stay with us until the end. We have a lot of great things for you today.
Let's go.
So here is what we have for you in today's episode.
By the end of this conversation, you will know how to buy a ticket in English, how to ask for directions, and how to talk to a driver or conductor naturally.
We will also teach you the most important transport vocabulary words: bus, train, taxi, platform, ticket, and more.
And we will share a very funny personal story about getting on the completely wrong bus in a foreign city.
So make sure you listen all the way to the end. You will not regret it.
Okay, let's begin.
Emma, let me start with a simple question. Do you use public transport often?
Absolutely. I use public transport almost every day.
Really? What do you usually take?
I usually take the bus to work. It is very convenient where I live.
That is great. How long is the bus ride?
About 20 minutes. It is not too long.
That is perfect. And do you enjoy taking the bus?
I do, actually. I like looking out the window and listening to music during the ride.
That sounds very relaxing. I also enjoy public transport for that reason.
Right. When you drive a car, you have to concentrate. But on the bus, you can just relax.
Exactly. Or you can read a book or listen to a podcast.
Like our podcast, for example.
Exactly. You can listen to easy survival English on the bus.
That is a perfect idea, actually.
Do you also use the train, Emma?
Sometimes. When I travel to another city, I prefer the train.
Trains are wonderful for longer trips.
Definitely. They are fast, comfortable, and you can see beautiful scenery from the window.
And in many countries, trains are very punctual. They arrive exactly on time.
That is true. I love that about trains. No traffic jams.
No traffic. That is a big advantage.
A very big advantage.
What about taxis? Do you use taxis?
Occasionally, when I am in a hurry or when it is very late at night.
That makes sense. Taxis are more expensive, but very convenient.
Right. And now with apps like Uber, it is even easier to get a taxi.
Absolutely. You do not even need to speak. You just tap on your phone.
Technology makes everything easier.
It really does. But it is still very useful to know the English phrases for transport.
Definitely. Because sometimes the app does not work, or you need to ask a real person for help.
Exactly. And that is when knowing the right English phrases saves you.
So, what do you use for transport, Daniel? Do you drive?
I drive sometimes, But in the city, I prefer the metro.
Oh, the metro, the underground train.
Right. In my city, the metro is very fast and very efficient.
How often does it come?
Every 3 to 5 minutes during rush hour.
Wow, that is very frequent.
Right. So you never have to wait very long.
That is great. Rush hour on the metro must be very crowded, though.
Oh yes, very crowded. Everyone is standing very close together.
Not always comfortable.
Not always, but it is still faster than sitting in traffic.
That is true. Even a crowded metro is better than a traffic jam.
Absolutely. Have you ever used the metro, Emma?
Yes, when I visited a big city last year, it was my first time on the metro.
Oh, interesting. How was that experience?
A little confusing at first. There are so many lines and stations.
Right. Metro maps can look very complicated.
They really can. But once you understand the system, it is actually quite simple.
Exactly. The key is to find your line and follow the direction.
And the signs in most metros are very clear. Many cities even have signs in English.
That is very helpful for tourists and English learners.
Definitely. So even if you are in a foreign city, you can navigate the metro.
As long as you know a few key English phrases.
Which is exactly what we are going to teach today.
Actually, before we go to the English lesson, I want to share an interesting fact about public transport.
Oh, I love interesting facts. Please tell us.
Did you know that the London Underground, also called the Tube, is the oldest metro system in the world?
Really? How old is it?
It opened in 1863, over 160 years ago.
Whoa! That is incredible! People were using the metro before cars even existed.
Exactly. Before cars, before planes, the metro was already running in London.
That is a fascinating piece of history.
I love that fact. Okay, now let's move to our English lesson.
Perfect. I have been looking forward to this part.
Let's teach our listeners the most important public transport vocabulary in English.
Let's start with the types of transport. The first word is bus. A bus is a large vehicle that carries many passengers along a fixed route.
For example, I take the bus to work every morning.
The next word is train. A train runs on tracks and can travel very fast.
For example, we took the train from London to Edinburgh. It was a beautiful journey.
Then we have metro or subway. These both mean an underground train system in a city.
Metro is more common in British English. Subway is more common in American English.
For example, I take the metro to get across the city quickly.
And taxi or cab. A taxi is a car that takes you anywhere you want for a price.
For example, can you call a taxi for me, please? I need to get to the airport.
Now, let's talk about important transport nouns.
The first is ticket. A ticket is what you buy to travel on public transport.
For example, I need to buy a ticket before I get on the train.
The next word is platform. A platform is the area at a train station where you wait for the train.
For example, the train to Manchester leaves from platform 7.
Then we have stop. A stop is where the bus or train pauses to let passengers on or off.
For example, my stop is the third one after the city center.
And route. A route is the path that a bus or train follows.
For example, which route do I take to get to the museum?
Now let's talk about the most useful phrases for public transport situations.
The first phrase is, "Excuse me, does this bus go to place?"
This is how you ask if a bus goes to your destination.
For example, "Excuse me, does this bus go to the city center?"
The driver or another passenger will say yes or no. Very simple.
The next phrase is, "Can I have a ticket to place, please?"
This is how you buy a ticket at a station or on a bus.
For example, "Can I have a ticket to Oxford Street, please?"
Natural and polite. Always say please.
Always. The next phrase is, "Which platform does the train to place leave from?"
For example, Excuse me, which platform does the train to Birmingham leave from?
This is very useful at train stations, where there are many platforms.
Another useful phrase is, how many stops until place?
For example, how many stops until the museum?
This tells you how far away your destination is.
And one more very important phrase. Could you tell me when we reach place?
This is when you ask someone to let you know when you arrive at your stop.
For example, could you tell me when we reach Oxford Street? I am not familiar with this route.
Most people are very happy to help when you ask this politely.
Absolutely. People are generally very kind to tourists who ask for help.
Now, let's talk about a very common grammar point. We use the verb take to talk about transport.
For example, I take the bus. I take the train. I take a taxi.
Not I ride the bus or I drive the train. We say I take.
Although you can say I ride a bicycle or I ride a motorbike.
Right. For bicycles and motorbikes, we say ride. But for buses, trains, and taxis, we say take.
For example, I take the metro to work, but I ride my bicycle on weekends.
Very clear distinction. Our listeners should remember that. Take for public transport. Ride for bicycles and motorbikes. Perfect. One more quick tip. When you want to say where you are going, use to.
For example, I am going to the airport. I am taking the train to London.
And when you want to say where you are coming from, use from.
For example, I am coming from the city center. The bus from the airport takes 40 minutes.
To and from. Very simple, but very important.
Our listeners can now handle almost any transport situation in English.
That is a wonderful feeling. Daniel, I want to ask our listeners something.
Of course. Go ahead.
Everyone, what public transport do you use in your city or country?
Write in the comments below. Tell us, do you take a bus, a train, a metro, or something else?
For example, in my city, I take the bus every day. Or, we do not have a metro in my city.
We love reading about different cities and countries from our listeners around the world.
Every comment makes our community stronger. So please share with us.
And if you are finding this episode useful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel.
New episodes every week, all in simple, natural English just for beginners.
Now, are you ready for the funny story?
Oh yes, I have been waiting for this.
Me too. Emma, please tell us your transport story.
Okay, so this happened about 2 years ago. I was visiting a new city completely alone for the first time.
Oh, traveling alone. That is brave.
I thought so too. I was very confident. I had my phone, my map, and my bus ticket.
You were prepared.
I thought I was prepared. I needed to take the number 12 bus to the museum.
Simple enough.
I stood at the bus stop. A bus came. I saw the number 12 on the front. I got on.
And?
I rode that bus for 30 minutes, looking out the window, feeling very happy with myself.
I already feel something is wrong.
Very wrong. After 30 minutes, I looked at my map. I was on the completely opposite side of the city.
Oh no, what happened?
The bus was number 12, but it was going in the wrong direction. I needed the number 12 going east. I took the number 12 going west.
Oh, Emma, the same number but the opposite direction?
Exactly. Same bus, wrong way. I ended up very far from where I wanted to go.
What did you do?
I had to get off the bus, cross the street, and take the same bus back in the other direction.
A 60-minute round trip to go nowhere.
Exactly. I was 1 hour late to the museum.
And what did you learn from that experience?
I learned one very important lesson. Always check the direction of the bus, not just the number.
That is such an important lesson.
buses often have the same number going in two directions.
Right. So you need to look at the destination name on the front of the bus, not just the number.
That is a tip that will save our listeners a lot of time and confusion.
Learn from my mistakes, everyone.
We are very grateful for your sacrifice, Emma.
1 hour of my life so our listeners can save time. You are welcome.
And this is actually a perfect example of using the phrase, "Excuse me, does this bus go to place?"
Exactly. If I had asked that question before getting on, I would have saved 1 hour.
So always ask. Do not be shy. People are happy to help.
Definitely. A simple question saves a lot of trouble.
Well, everyone, what a fantastic episode today.
We talked about buses, trains, taxis, and the metro.
We learned how to buy a ticket, ask for directions, and find the right platform.
And we learned the difference between take and ride and why it matters.
Now, before we go, I want to tell you about our next episode.
Oh, yes. Tell them, Daniel.
In our next episode, we are going to talk about video games in English.
Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Do you know how to talk about your favorite games in English?
How do you describe a game? How do you talk about winning and losing? What words do gamers use every day?
And we have a very funny story about losing an important game at the worst possible moment.
So subscribe right now and do not miss episode 5.
Game on, everyone.
See you in episode 5.
Today was so much fun, Daniel. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. And thank you, everyone, for listening to episode 4. Practice the phrases we learned today. Excuse me, does this bus go to? Can I have a ticket to? Which platform does the train leave from? Say these phrases out loud today, even just once. It really helps.
And remember, always check the direction of the bus, not just the number.
Words of wisdom from Emma.
Learned the hard way. See you in episode 5, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone. Safe travels wherever you are going.
And if you get on the wrong bus, just enjoy the ride.
Take care, everyone, and keep learning English every day.
Bye-bye.